and it's an old rivalry renewed as Walter Eaton squares off against Aric Andrews of the Killbillies. Of course, these guys, when they were both part of tag teams, the Killbillies and the Goon Squad traded Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship back about a year and a half ago. Eaton and Wilkins, the very first team that ever defeated the Killbillies after they went undefeated for nearly 11 months. But it was really the rivalry between these two men that carried past that tag team rivalry. And CL, it looks like Walter Eaton right now is looking to test the toughness of Aric Andrews.
That's right. You can definitely tell the intensity in this match. You can see there's a long history here.
Two long rivals, like I said. Both these guys have a keen awareness of what the other is gonna do. And Eaton is getting lit up by those chops from Southpaw Aric Andrews.
I would not want to be in his place right now.
Shoot off, no, Eaton's gonna reverse it. Eaton looking around for the All-Stars. Oh, he got it again! Two hands on a man's chest, and this moron, the coach, is going to flag.
Coach definitely doesn't like that, because he knows that if Walter wins this, they might get a chance at the championship. Absolutely,
Eaton and Wilkins have said for years they're the best tag team to ever come to CWF Mid-Atlantic. 3-time former Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, and like I said, the first team to ever beat the Killbillies and ended the Killbillies' undefeated streak. So you're right, CL, if Eaton wins this thing, could be a future title shot for the Goons. Oh, but he got caught not paying attention. First time we've seen Eaton in a couple of months here in CWF Mid-Atlantic, and it's taken him a few minutes to get out of the gate here. This is a former Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion in Walter Eaton, former Weaver Cup champion, but right now it is the tag team specialist Aric Andrews that's in control.
And it'll be interesting to see how this match goes, because like you said, they're both excellent tag team wrestlers, but here they are just facing each other with no outside help.
Well, you never know. We've got the coach, Roy Wilkins, and Chappie, I don't even know what his actual name is, are all outside the ring for Eaton. Aric Andrews going in alone tonight without the support of the Killbillies, but he certainly, clearly has got the support of all these Boys and Girls Club kids. Shoulders are down. If Eaton gets caught sleeping, that'll be the matchup. Referee Robby "No Socks" Walsh right there to make the count. And Eaton keenly keeps that shoulder off the mat.
Now, why is it that Robby Walsh does not wear socks? Does he think that affects his refereeing at all?
I asked him one time, he told me it was a good luck thing, the same reason why he rarely wears pants, apparently.
Well, it's working.
Rolls him over. Does Aric Andrews, maintaining the hold here on Walter Eaton. Kind of in the far corner there, you see the other half of the Goon Squad, Roy Wilkins, kind of warming up those shoulders. He'll be in action later on tonight against the returning Brad Attitude. And Eaton going to the face, or trying to, but I think Aric Andrews is just biting the man. And another chop.
Now, who is this Chappie guy walking around? Where did Coach even find him?
The coach has been known to just recruit random goofballs to do his bidding. Of course, that was the role occupied for so many months by Court Montgomery, who is now trying to go his own way and be his own man. But yeah, I don't know where the coach finds these people, but I can't imagine why anybody, under any circumstance, would listen to the coach.
No, me neither. Can't hear anything over that whistle.
Inside cradle from Andrews, good thinking, but it only got him 2. You know, the Killbillies have that reputation of being scuffling country boy brawlers, but Aric Andrews, actually one of the most underrated wrestlers on the Mid-Atlantic circuit, an amateur champion, amateur credentials, did very, very well as an amateur in the Commonwealth of Virginia before he turned pro. A lot of people tend to get surprised by how well Aric Andrews can wrestle.
Yes, he is very intense, and you can see it in his moves. He's very old school in his mindset, and like you said, he's got that amateur background. And I think he's going to use this match to prove that he can do more than just the tag team wrestling. He can do it on his own as well.
Eaton trying to get a breather, sending him to the floor, manipulating the official. Robby Walsh taking his eye off the ball here, and the All-Stars are compromising Aric Andrews on the far side of the ring. Robby Walsh taking his eye off the ball. Even Grant Sawyer running the camera is trying to alert Robby Walsh of what's going on the far side. But, you know, Robby's reflexes are not that good, especially, you know, he's better at 3 a.m. than he is at 3 p.m. But Robby just taking his eye off the ball blatantly here. And a big headbutt from Eaton, shades of the Assassin Ray Kandrack, the MVP of the All-Stars. Talking to the crowd is Eaton. Goes to make a cover. Out of 2, you know, CL, a lot of people, a lot of fans in particular get conditioned that it takes a big, spectacular move to end a match, but if you've ever been hit in a bar fight, playing sports or anything, a great big headbutt like that can end the fight just as easily as a big, spectacular move. It's all about if you get your block knocked off and those shoulders are down for a 3 count, that's the end of the matchup, whether he won pretty or won ugly.
That's true. All it takes is those 3 seconds. Doesn't really matter how you get there.
Andrews again is compromised over that middle rope, and Roy Wilkins, the holder of the golden ticket, choking him against the middle rope.
Aric really needs to get some time to rest here, get a comeback.
Eaton gonna put all his body weight on Andrews. It did not work, and he got hit a little bit below the belt there. Inside cradle, back to wrestling, but only a count of 2. Aric Andrews smartly went back to wrestling. Well, that was just like a big old hockey check from the Goon Squad. Eaton living up to his name with just a big old body check there on Aric Andrews.
These are just 2 big guys who aren't afraid to hit you hard.
Of course, they had a very memorable last man standing match about a 1.5 years ago. Aric Andrews came out the winner of that one to firmly win the feud, so to speak, for the Killbillies against the Goon Squad. And Eaton right now, with all his body weight between his shoulder blades, is making him pay for it.
Yeah, you know, in this match, when they're looking at each other, they're just seeing every win they've ever had and every time the other guy has gotten the best of them.
Absolutely. Anytime you've got a long-running rivalry like this, those past instances, those past aggressions come up. Eaton scooping him up for the slam and drops him hard.
I don't like the look of this. What's Roy doing with that shirt over there?
Robby Walsh has done a terrible job of officiating the whole time. Wilkins does have that shirt, maybe looking for a choke. Eaton going up to the second turnbuckle, heads up, no sir! Caught the boot, no sir.
Maybe Robby Walsh is just thinking about his sweaty feet. Maybe the socks thing isn't working for him. Maybe he needs some socks to be able to get his head back in the game. Andrews
fighting back here. This is a big opening here for Southpaw. 1/2 of the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, the Killbillies. Shoots him off, big power slam, yes sir. Good ring positioning, but only got 2, and why is Roy Wilkins on the apron? Why are these guys even allowed out here with the coach? The coach, so slick and so smart, he's been known to pull fast ones on the officials time and time again. He says if they're on his batting order, they can come to ringside. If they're on his subs list, they can come to ringside, but should not be allowed.
And you know, normally in this matchup, Aric would have his tag team partner, Evan Banks, and his manager, Bobby O'Neill.
Feet are on the ropes, but it only got 2. Go ahead.
I was just going to say he normally has some backup out to help combat this, but he's out there all alone right now. That's really not good for him.
No, it's not a wise move on the part of the Killbillies to send Aric Andrews here to Burlington alone tonight to go one-on-one.
Like you said, he's got that snazzy new shirt. He's got the support of the crowd behind him, so maybe he'll be able to pull one out here.
Charges up, no, to the apron it looks like. Andrews comes in, sunset flip. Coach has got the hand, and finally Robby Walsh catches the All-Stars. It only took about 10 or so minutes. Sunset flip,